Hello, welcome to Coloholics interview one-on-one with Captain Sid. I'm your host, Captain Sid, obviously. Today with me I have Subtle. How you doing?
Hi, doing pretty good.
So, Subtle, tell me, who are you and where are you from?
Well, I am from Washington State. For those who don't know where that is, that's on the west coast of the United States.
Oh, so you hang out with dicks.
We live in the same county, but not in the same city.
So only on brunches on every other Thursday.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right.
I don't actually know him, no, but it'd be nice. I suppose it would be nice to meet another Coloholic one of these days.
You have no idea how bad I want to meet other Coloholics and be like, "You're from that same place full of crazy people too." Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But going right on into the interview with this, so I'm sorry I didn't catch your name.
Just call me Subtle.
All right. Well, Subtle, tell me about when you joined Coloholics and how.
Well, I was originally on the forum staff for another online game, and I was actually dealing with a spammer. And they provided a link to one of the specific role plays on the site. I don't remember what role play it was, but I saved the link and decided to check it out for myself.
All right. Were you surprised when you got there?
Yeah, it wasn't at all what I was expecting. The spammer obviously didn't obviously give the whole truth about it. They just made out the site to be about that specific role play.
So it was a little misleading. Were you displeased when you found that out, or what?
No, I was surprised, but it was kind of a pleasant surprise. I was like, I like to role play, obviously, or I wouldn't be a Coloholic.
Yeah, that's true of all of us.
It was, and I'd actually encountered role plays like that, like what we have on Coloholics before, but I'd never encountered a site that was just for that had multiple role plays like that.
So you're saying we're kind of like a pioneer of sorts?
Yes.
All right.
So.
All right. Well, tell me, how did you like the community back then? How was it? Was it nice? Was it mean? What?
I felt pretty welcomed by the when I posted my newcomer thread. You know the front desk where they have a place where you could post an introductory thread.
Yeah.
I felt pretty welcomed. TFC told me the basics, as he usually does,
Yeah.
or rather say always. And I got a mentor that explained the questions that I had, which weren't very many. It was a Gully, believe it or not.
Wow, I'm actually shocked. He used to work for Black Ops for a while.
What?
He used to work in Black Ops for a little while.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I have no idea what they do.
Yeah, you won't. I'm sworn to secrecy. I can just tell you that much.
Already.
But yeah.
I was pretty friendly, and nobody tried to haze me or give me a bad time for quite a while until I was well integrated into the site.
So they paddled you after they got to know you, so to speak.
Yeah, pretty much. after they knew I wouldn't take offense at it.
Yeah, I think we're pretty good about that, personally. But
I think the first real friend I made though was Nor.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like when I joined Hogwarts: The New Generation.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. So let's moving on. What did you say your favorite RP was and why?
That's a tough choice. There's a lot of good role plays on the site.
We get that a lot.
Yeah. I don't want to be biased and just pick something that just came up. So let's see. It's either Gallade or Chosen Fate. It's really hard for me to pick between those two.
So those are your all-time favorites? That's just your own, like, you don't know what about it you love, but it's just holds you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Are those fantasy, or are they sci-fi, what?
Gallaudet is in the sci-fi section, but it's got a lot of fantasy elements in it too.
Nah, so it's a little hybrid. I got you. Is that a freeform or
it,
is that a traditional?
It's freeform.
Okay.
And Chosen Fate is all fantasy, although it has a bit of it has a lot of steampunk elements too.
Okay, so it is in itself. It's a sci-fi / fantasy hybrid as well. In a sense.
It's in the fantasy section.
Okay. Is it what about them actually do you love?
Well, for Gallaudet, it's the freedom to be creative. I mean, you have and we try to keep the different races balanced, but still, other than that, we let people be pretty creative with what they want to do with their character. I mean, obviously, we'll let them be all powerful, of course. But if they want a powerful character, there are several classes of character you can make.
Is there any specific disadvantages to having a super powerful character?
Yes, the most powerful ones, well, obviously, as you would probably expect, are the berserkers, and they are controlled by first of all by their temper, and they cannot use ranged weapons at all.
Well, yeah, I imagine it's hard to smash when you have to try to smash it with a bow.
Let's rephrase that. They can use them. It's because they're genetically engineered beings. They have certain programming in their DNA that means they pretty much have no idea how to use them. They could pick it up and try to use it, but it's not. It'd be like somebody that has no idea what. It'd be like somebody that has no training in the weapon whatsoever picking up and trying to use it.
Well, it's very nice to say that, because I was going to say, is it like a monkey picking up a gun?
Well, you can know what the weapon is, but you just have
no real experience
for, and you don't have no talent for it.
Okay, that makes sense. All right, moving right along. So, what are your thoughts on Coloholics at the present time?
Well, for a while there, I thought I was a little bit startled at how far behind we were getting behind in the build.
Yeah, that's always a pressing issue.
Yeah, I was like, for a while there, I was surprised that we were like 5 months behind. Well, now it's more what it usually is. It was just about 2.5 months behind.
Yeah,
that's pretty much standard for Coloholics these days.
Yeah, well, I mean, we all work and we all have bills and whatnot.
Yeah, but if donations keep coming in like they have been lately, we could be caught up by the end of the year, I think.
Well, that would be very, very good. I'd hate to see Colo tank just because we can't get money.
Yeah. Well, TSV and Nevo said that the site won't go offline if we can't pay our bills. It just means that we just get charged a little. We get a little surcharge for being late on the bill.
So they're like, okay, you can owe us $5,000, but you owe another $1,000.
I guess it's kind of like paying interest on a bank loan, I guess.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right. Anything else on that topic?
Other than the bills, I'd say this site is really, really thriving with the new ideas coming out left and right. It seems new ideas for role plays, traditional, freeform, whatever coming out.
I have this crazy image in my head of like this humanized version of Coloholics trying to hold all these role plays in their hands. And it's like that meme, like, I can't hold all these ideas or role plays.
I think it would be more like, I don't know which one to do first.
Yeah, there's a lot of ideas coming out. I like to see the creativity that comes out of all these kids trying to learn how to role play.
And a lot of good ideas are coming from newcomers.
Yeah, it's kind of frustrating being one of the veteran players. I used to role play when I was like 10 or 11. Shitty, mind you. It's embarrassing to look back on them all, but
yeah, it kind of sucked when I first started role playing too.
I don't know many that started off as a golden, but when you look back, it's painful.
Yeah, exactly. I like now these days, for one example, nowadays I look back on the first characters I created on the site and I cringe at the lack of detail.
Oh yeah, it's always bad. Or how broken your characters were when you look back at your first few ones.
Nowadays I have trouble limiting myself to only enough details for the mod to read.
Yeah, you don't want to overpopulate a wall of text.
Yeah, exactly. I have trouble not doing that, especially in the section for the character's history and stuff like that.
I have trouble doing that myself, except on the reverse. I feel like I'm not adding enough, and then I go over it and I keep adding,
Yeah.
and I eventually get to the point like I don't even know what I'm doing anymore.
It's like, where do I stop?
Yes.
I don't know where to stop.
Someone stop me! My hands are possessed.
Exactly.
All right. Well, moving on to our next bullet point here. What are your thoughts on the future of Colo? Where do you see us going? Up, down, left, right, and a loop-to-loop of endless cycle of bills and crazy ideas flowing out of people's assholes? What?
Well, unless something drastic changes, I don't think the bill situation is going to change a whole lot from what we have.
So you're saying that's like a staple thing? It's just that it's like, oh, your bills are due. It's like, yeah, we're Coloholics. It's cool.
Something we've come to expect, I guess. I guess we've kind of grown
Used to it.
to it.
When you're poor, bills are nothing new.
Exactly, pretty much. As for role plays, if this current trend continues, I see us expanding exponentially.
I've asked this of another interviewer before. What do you think we're going to have to do? I mean, it was only so big we could build our roleplay community.
Yeah. Well, as we expand, we're also getting new members too, who might also donate more to this thing.
Yes. Do you see us ever getting too big? Do you think we'll be too big to fail, as it were?
I think once we get to a certain critical point, we have enough support that we'll get what we need to keep going.
Some of the best corporations have said that.
Yeah, some of the best, some of the best, and some of the worst too.
Oh yes.
But no future is certain. But this is just what I think will happen if the trends continue.
Okay. What else do you see for us down the road?
Well, you'll also have people. You have people disappearing all the time too, and unfortunately, some of them are mods of role plays that can't really be run by anybody else.
Oh yeah.
They simply have to be retired.
Like Ace.
Has he completely disappeared? I've seen him around recently.
I've seen him every now and again, but several RPs have died because he's disappeared. The bastard.
Kind of sucks. I think I was his mentor.
There's like one RP, I think it was a prison RP. I made a crazy assassin dude, and next thing I know, it dies.
Naraka prison?
Yeah.
It died?
I think. I don't know.
From what I don't think the mod's gone.
Oh, no, it wasn't. That wasn't it. It was Night Watch.
Oh, it's gone now?
It's still there, but it's not really played.
It's fading?
Yes. But we're getting off track. Bringing us back to our final section, ladies and gentlemen, we're coming to the close of our show. It's time for our hails and farewells. It's been fun having Subtle here with me in the interview loft. I hope you enjoyed the coffee. I made it fresh.
Well, I have to confess I don't really drink coffee, but it was nice. It was a nice thought, at least.
Oh, well, thank you. I try to accommodate the guests. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. This is Sid, signing off. Good night.
Bye.